In the land of Uz, there lived a man named Job. He was blameless and upright, a man who feared God and shunned evil. He was the greatest man among all the people of the East, blessed with a large family and immense wealth. In the heavens, God pointed to Job as a paragon of faith, but Satan challenged this, claiming Job's devotion was merely a product of his prosperity. He wagered that if all was taken from him, Job's faith would crumble into curses. God permitted the test. In a single devastating day, messengers brought Job news of utter ruin. His livestock were stolen, his servants struck down, and a mighty wind collapsed the house where his 10 children were feasting, leaving none alive. Hearing this, Job tore his robe and shaved his head. He fell to the ground in worship, saying, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. Satan, still not content, was allowed to strike Job's own body. He afflicted Job with painful sores from the soles of his feet to the crown of his head. His wife, in her despair, urged him, "Are you still maintaining your integrity? Curse God and die!" But Job replied, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" His 3 friends came to comfort him, but seeing his agony, they sat in silence for 7 days, for they saw that his suffering was very great. They argued that such calamity must be a punishment for sin, but Job maintained his innocence, crying out in his anguish, questioning the justice of his suffering. Finally, out of a whirlwind, God himself answered Job. He did not explain the reasons for the pain, but revealed his infinite wisdom and power, showing Job the vast, intricate universe he governed. Humbled, Job acknowledged his limited understanding. In the end, his faithfulness was rewarded. The Lord restored his health, gave him twice the wealth he had before, blessed him with a new family, and granted him a long and full life. The story of Job begins not with suffering, but with immense fortune. In the land of Uz lived Job, a man of perfect integrity who feared God. His fortune was legendary: 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, and a very large household. He was the greatest of all the men of the East. This wealth was seen as a direct blessing from God, a sign of divine favor. Job's connection with God in these prosperous times was one of deep piety and constant gratitude. But in the celestial realms, a question was posed. Is this connection genuine, or is it bought with fortune? Satan challenged God, suggesting that Job was faithful only because he was protected. Does Job fear God for nothing? He asked. Stretch out your hand and touch all that he has, and he will curse you to your face. God, confident in Job's spirit, allowed his fortune to be taken away. In a cascade of catastrophic events, Job's fortune was annihilated. His livestock vanished, and his 10 children perished. Faced with ruin, Job's profound connection to God was revealed. He did not curse. Instead, he mourned and worshipped, proclaiming, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." His faith was not dependent on his fortune. Even as he suffered, Job's deepest yearning was not for his lost wealth, but for an audience with the Almighty. He grappled with his pain, but his struggle was a search for divine connection, to understand God's presence in his life beyond blessings. Finally, God answered from a whirlwind. He didn't explain the loss of fortune, but revealed his infinite power and wisdom, shifting Job's perspective from his own circumstances to God's eternal majesty. This encounter was the true treasure, a direct connection that surpassed any earthly wealth. Humbled and enlightened, Job's faith was affirmed, and the Lord restored his fortunes, giving him twice as much as he had before. He was blessed with a new family and a long life. Job's story teaches that while fortune can be a blessing, a true connection with God transcends material wealth, and it is this unwavering faith that receives the ultimate reward.